Hi, I wanted to tell you guys a story today that is inspiring, but it's sad. And I wanted to share it with you guys because it pertains to my mother, who's no longer here, and also signs from spirit. So you guys know my gypsy stories. I love to tell my signs from spirit story and how you know your loved ones are watching and listening and that they're with us. So I'm going to try to get through this story without getting emotional, so you'll have to excuse me if I do. But I want to tell you a story. So my mother and her side of the family, prior to her passing, we always said, and I had already seen these signs from my grandmother, her mother, the number 121. And the reason is because I used to live, that was my childhood address, was 121. And my grandmother was alive. She was always at that home. And when she passed, everybody on my mother's side, when they wanted to show a sign and say hello, it was 121. And oddly, I have my grandmother's Bible, and a paper fell out of her Bible, and it had 121 on there, the date, and that happened to be the date when her husband, my grandfather, died. So there's a lot of significance with the number 121 on my side of the family pertaining to my mother. So that was always one hello from heaven. Now, the second sign was my mother always loved Dolly Parton, and we liked the song Islands in the Stream. So when my mother was dying, she knew the assignment. She was in hospice, and I had my hand around her finger, and I said, don't forget our song and our sign, number 121 and Islands in the Stream. And she squeezed my hand, and I knew she got the message, she got the assignment, she knew what to do. So I'll get to my point. Those are our two signs from my mother. So Sunday was Easter, and I was with my daughter and my aunt. And my aunt bought my daughter a pair of sunglasses. And when she put them on, I said, oh my God, you look like my mother, her grandmother. I said, oh my God, I can't. She happened to be standing next to my mother with the pair of sunglasses on, a picture. And I said, just turn around and look at the picture of my mother with them sunglasses. I said, I swear to God, you look just like her. So you guys saw online, I posted a picture of my daughter with the sunglasses on, holding a picture of my mother with the sunglasses on, like twins. And we were laughing, and I said, oh my God, right? So we put my mother's picture back, and we left my aunt's house. And yesterday at work, I'll explain to you how she got my attention. We had a meeting, and one of my coworkers started to talk about room 121. And at first I didn't think anything of it. And then he made a reference to the song Islands in the Stream. He turned to another coworker and he said, we're going to play the song Islands in the Stream. And I immediately knew, now it's not a coincidence. That's my mother saying hello. So same day, now I'm heading home in my car, and another car got in front of me. The license plate was 0121, 121. And I thought, God, she's on a roll today with the signs. I then park my car, go in to make dinner, and I put on one of my YouTube people I like to watch, and she started to sing Islands in the Stream. And I got emotional, and I thought, that's 4 signs in one day. Like, why is my mom jumping up and down from the rooftops trying to get my attention? I called my aunt, and I couldn't get a hold of her, and I thought, I hope something didn't happen to Aunt Diane. Like, why Why this extreme amount of hello from heavens from my mother? I couldn't figure it out. And when my aunt called me today, she said, those sunglasses look so good on Madison. And we started laughing, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. Right in that moment, she had given me the clarity and the answer that I needed. She was showing me those signs and jumping from the rooftops because she was trying to say, I see what you did, and I'm saying hello to Madison. So I got emotional, sorry. So I like to tell these stories because this is sometimes all we have to go on when we lose a loved one. And in my humble opinion, they do see what we're doing. They are there. They are trying to say in their own way, I love you. I see what you're doing. I'm watching. And she was up there laughing too at my daughter putting the sunglasses on and holding her picture. She wanted to show us. She knew we did that. So I hope you got something out of my little story today. Sorry for getting emotional, but I wanted to share that with everyone, especially if you are brokenhearted over missing a loved one and wondering if they see what you're doing and if they're there. My humble opinion is they are. You just have to look for the signs. Love you guys.